and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I will be showing you how I use Notion to create a memory palace to organize every aspect of my life and maximize productivity. In this app, I have my daily journal, my reading list, my agenda, my to-do list, my grocery list, and all the notes that I have for every single interest that I have in my life, including exercise, travel, transcendental meditation, etc. Seem like too much for one app? Stick around to see how my system of a memory palace makes it so easy. Hi, my name is Max Forsey, and I experiment on how to build a lifestyle that suits me. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Here I am on my MacBook, and as you see on the bottom toolbar, the Notion application. So I'm going to click on that, and I wanted to first start with just a general page. This is your general page that you can customize, and it can become so much. And I wanted to show you a simple page that you'd be able to create on Notion. Let's choose the page about cats. So I'm going to add an icon, a little cat like that, and then I'm going to add a cover. Here in Notion, first it will generate a nice beautiful picture, but I want this to match my idea, this topic of cats. So let's pull up, yeah, that one's super cute. Actually, okay, that one is super cute. So I'm going to choose that one, and it's going to load really quickly. And then I want to reposition that a teeny bit just so I get the mouth in there. And now we have the icon and the cover, and then I want to get into cats. So I'm going to first press this slash, and I have these blocks. These are things that I can insert into my page. We got text, another page, a to-do list, headings, bullets, all these ways to customize this page to make it become what I want it to become. So I want to start with a big topic, so I'm going to start with the heading 2, and I'm going to say reasons to get a cat. And then again, I'm going to go, I can do slash and then get another divider, and that goes right into that next line, the next block. So reasons to get a cat. I'm going to go now to a bullet point, and then I'm going to say they are cute. What else? They are good pets, and they don't need a lot of attention. So there I have a little bit of the reasons, but I don't like how it shows all of it right there. So what I can do is I can get rid of the bullet list, and I can do a toggle. Now I'm just going to mark this as reasons, and I'm going to move it. I can drag this to wherever I want. I'm going to drag it right here, open the toggle, capture all of this, and then put that in the reasons category and close it. I really love this feature because when I am taking notes in college, I like to do a sort of memory test on myself on certain topics or definitions when I'm in chemistry class or physics, and I can use this toggle ability so that I have to force myself to remember that, or so I can condense notes so that it's not all sprawled out on one page. And there you see it pops out really easily. And then on this page as well, I want to talk about what I need to buy if I were to get a cat. What to buy. Again, I'm going to put another divider on here. And so these are things I want to buy, and then once I buy them, I want to know that I buy them. So I'm going to create a to-do list. On this to-do list, I want to get catnip, a collar, what else do cat needs? Toys, and cat food, of course. And then once I'm able to get these things, I can just check them off really simply. And I love using this feature for grocery lists because for me, I know certain ingredients that I want, but I don't want to write them out every time I go to the grocery store. And so I'll create a page just about my groceries and then slowly click them off. And then when I'm done, after I go for the next week, I can unclick them and go through again. Now the nice thing, and this is where it gets really interesting, is that you don't want to get this really long page. I can select this entire thing and move this to the side. And then sometimes you do have to readjust. And I'm just going to put the reasons to the cat right here. And then bam, I have it right next to side. I'm going to change it to a full width. And you see that you begin to really getting a customization of cats. And let's see, okay, so I want to buy a cat. I have the reasons. I know what I need to buy in order to make this cat have a great time, but I don't know what type of cat to get. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a table. In this table, I'm going to name it types of cats. And I'm going to write, you got your Maine Coon, you got a Siamese, and you can begin to enter in this information. This is the table, and the great thing is that if I wanted to get into more information, I can open this and it opens to a new page. And so you're slowly getting deeper and deeper into more detailed things about a specific topic. Again, I can add an icon or a cover, but for the sake of time, I'm not going to do that. This is your general page that you can customize to really get into information storing and databases. Now, the thing is that, let's say you start using Notion and you have all these separate pages and about all these random stuff, cats, college, grocery store, to-do list, and you just get really spread out. And so what you need to do, you realize that you need a system. And now enters the memory palace. Now I'm going to go now to this page called the gateway. The gateway is the beginning of the memory palace. At this memory palace, at this gateway, I have, as you know, like in any palace or town or city, paths to different regions of my town, which I call Muse, which can be found right here, the name. So here I have the Citadel, I have my buildings, I have my business section, my business region, and then my home. These regions for me help me categorize the different parts of my life and also help me to access those specific topics that are in my life. Also on this gateway I have quick notes, so if I need to write down something really quickly, I don't have the time to categorize the information. I also have on here a widget that allows me to know what the temperature is currently and what it's going to be looking like the next few days. I spend a lot of time on this gateway because it's the most important page, and I want to make it as easy as possible to get to the most important things. So let me show you how I would categorize this cats page right here. So it is not in the Citadel because that's more about action. It's not about business, and it's not about goals, long-term goals, or my purpose. So I would go to the building section. Here in the building section, I have more specific topics, such as clinic, where I talk about health, college, where I take my notes, concert hall, things I listen to, and other sections. And I'm going to type here, and I'm going to put a new page in. So I'm going to open up that page, and I'm going to call this Potential Pets. And now I can simply grab this cats page and set it here. And now I can access this cats page, and here we go, we got a cute little cats page. And now we see an easy way for me to categorize this specific information, but there at the gateway I can access this cats page in around 3 clicks, which is amazing. It allows me so that now if someone were to recommend a certain type of cat, I can simply go to the cats page and enter in that information without having to do a lot of work. Just 3 simple clicks. Now, the thing is that Notion isn't just about storing information, because with this ability, with this workspace, you can also start to make actions. And this is where it gets into the section region of my memory palace called the Citadel. I named it the Citadel because I wanted it to be the idea of like a government. Decisions are made, plans are made, and then done. And so now I'm going to take you to the section of the Citadel. Here at the Citadel, I have my daily tracker, and I also have my action items. Here, this template is very similar to the template made by August Bradley. He is another YouTube and Notion master, and I would recommend, if you really want to get into Notion and get very, very detailed, to go check him out. I take a lot of his ideas and try to put them into this memory palace. But here we can see right now I am working on the Notion learning/video, and it is my top priority for today. I'm not done, and I'm not waiting on things, but let's say if I was waiting on an email, such as I'm waiting on a blender bottle email right now, and I'm hoping to get a response from them. I'm actually waiting on the package from them. But once I get it, I'm going to check it off, and then uncheck the done, and then I'll eventually clear it out when it's not important anymore. Here I also write out my general day. Unless it's specific time appointments, I usually just write out the things that I'd like to do. And then this is my daily tracker, where I track my weight, the amount of hours that I slept, the amount of calories I've consumed, and also the habits that I'd like to do every day. Water my plants, transcendental meditation, read scriptures, also exercise, strength, cardio, mobility, practice my Greek. These are all things that I'd like to do every day, and then once I want to do a new day, I just create that. And if I wanted to view the entire information that I have concerning my daily habits, I would take out the filter, and it would show me all of the days that I've used. But since this is an action page, I don't want to see all of that, and so I'm going to filter it out to simply August 23rd. Capitalize the AG, and here we have that. Again, I can enter in other actions that I'd like to do later in the day or in the week, and also a not to-do list of things that I would like to avoid in order to accomplish these tasks. But the thing is that with the Citadel and with action, you could be doing things all day but not accomplishing your purpose. And this comes into the next region of the home. The home is all about broader picture things. It's all about things that your purpose, what you want to do in your life, what you want to accomplish. Here I have my bucket list, my weekly review, my long-term dreams, my daily journal, and also my guide on how I make conclusions about certain topics in life. And if you've seen the previous video about my 7-day solo camping experience, I took a lot of notes on things that I learned and conclusions I've made about diet and exercise and stress relief. And I've categorized now that information into this guide at home so that I'm able to review that information, the conclusions I've made about sustainability and things like that. But also here I have my bucket list of these are the things that I'm wanting to do in life. I want to get a PhD. That means that in the Citadel, I need to be having actions that lead me towards that goal. I want to play harp. And so in order to do that, I need to take a class or get a training course. And that's where it'll filter down into my daily actions or weekly actions or projects. Now, this is such an amazing app, and I want to even show you that you can even use all of this, and make it easily accessible on your phone. Here we are on my iPhone, and we see here in the top right the Notion app. So I'm going to click on that, and we immediately get to the gateway. And I love how beautiful this looks because I can see on the top the cover, the full picture in high resolution. And I use the mobile app for two reasons, mainly the quick notes and the Citadel. The Citadel being the actions that I'd like to do for the day, and the quick notes are the things, the information that I'd like to take down without having to search really fast. So let's go to the Citadel. We see here I have my habit tracker. I can easily check whether or not I've done something. As we see here, I still need to do my second session of transcendental meditation, and I also need to floss and plan the next day. Also, I have my to-do list, the things I'd like to get done for the day, and I can easily toggle that. The second thing, returning to the gateway, is the quick notes. Let's say during the day someone says, listen to the band Whitney. I would recommend that to you, but let's say someone that recommends that to me. I write it down, and then later in the day, I'm on my desktop or I have time to organize on my phone. I would go to the buildings, I'd go to the concert hall, and then I would add the band Whitney to bands that I would like to check out. And bam, just like that, I have the information organized. I don't have to go and search again for it. I know that when I want to look for bands, I'm going to be looking in that area, and then I'll be able to follow up with my friend and let them know that I checked it out. So those are the two things that I use the mobile app for, or to access information. And now let us return to the desktop. Now with the chance that you've had to see the phone being used, now I'd like to show you that I even make my YouTube videos with this app. I write out my script, I think of my projects. So here in the YouTube studio, as you can see, that's kind of what I have at the beginning of all my videos. I have my Notion script here, Notion, creating a digital memory palace as a college student. Now you can see what my plan for this video, categorizing the cat page. So I hope you enjoyed this brief introduction to Notion and to my memory palace. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and leave a like so that others may find it as well. Also, comment below if you would like to see more videos like this or have a question about my system. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.